you do a really good job, I think, of going into grocery stores and pointing out things that are just bad, plain bad. I just started using an oat brand that you alerted everyone to. What is that chemical? Glyphosate. I'm going to say it wrong. You can speak to that much better than I can. What can people do? Because when you know about this stuff and you walk into your average grocery store, honestly, most of it is garbage, most of the aisle. So how do you navigate that dietary conversation first in a way that's palatable to people and can make a really big difference in their health?
Yeah, I would say stop listening to gurus on Instagram and start listening to your body. Yeah. I just as quickly can open my Instagram and see someone saying, and I'm plant-based, I'm vegan, saying vegan is the best diet. You really should be eating this type of food. There's nothing better. And if you want to cure all disease, do this. And then in the next, I could scroll down a little bit. And then two frames later, I'll see someone saying, eating all meat will heal all your disease. Mm-hmm. It's the best of the best out there. If you have autoimmune disease, it's going to reverse it. This is the way that our ancestors lived. And naturally so, the common consumer of social media is at a place where they're like, what do I do? What you do is turn off your phone and start being in tune with your body, right? Your body knows better than me, better than the vegan influencer, better than the carnivore influencer, and everyone in between, what is right for you. And how do you tune into your body is when you're eating and when you're ready to eat, take some time with your food, right? Connect with your food. Look at it. Breathe with it, right? Look around and see if you're threatened by anything in your environment. And if you're not, or if you are, go to a place where you feel safe. Then be in that spot. Maybe turn off your phone. Maybe turn off the TV and really connect with your food. You'll know very quickly if these broccoli sprouts or this piece of chicken liver is good for your body. If you practice that over time, you'll be very much so in tune with what your body wants to eat versus what it thinks it should eat. Start there. Then when you go to the supermarket, go for the whole food. Just go for the foods that will spoil and will rot within a week, right? Because those are the foods that are alive. Then bring a smaller amount. And when I go back to Whole Foods, do all the colors of the rainbow, right? Red, orange, blue, violet, green. Especially if you're getting fruits and vegetables, make sure you're getting all of those colors because each of those have different antioxidant compounds, different proportions of them that are going to affect your body in different ways. Then make a smaller amount of your food, the pantry stuff, right? Go in the middle aisles, make a small amount of food, but even in the middle aisles, go for the ingredients that you can read, right? Oh, this has oat flour, sesame seeds, black pepper, a little bit of garlic, and maybe like rice starch or something. That seems better than the one that has that plus 10 other items and flavors, right? You see what I mean? Like if we can simplify our food, it's going to take a lot of stress because there's way too much noise on it.
Can you speak to that chemical that I addressed earlier that's in the oats? That seems to be something that's kind of pervading a lot of boxed food. I actually recently got an alert. Freeze-dry blueberries that I had been buying for my kid a couple of years ago had lead detected. I mean, some of these packaged foods, it can get pretty scary, even if the ingredients are wholesome. What are some things that you've found that have emerged in packaged food that would inspire people to kind of stay away from those and lean more toward either packaged foods that have some sort of certification process where chemicals have been detected and weeded out, or just whole foods that you would see in your vegetable and fruit aisle? What's going on with the packaged food that's the most alarming right now?
A few things. If we go conventional, the food coloring is a major issue, especially behaviorally, especially for children. I mean, I grew up eating all of the snack foods with all of the food coloring, from Flintstones gummies to Fruit Loops to cookies with all these different designs and colors and flavors. Like, I was exposed to that. Now, I thankfully didn't have any behavioral disorders or cognitive issues, but that's one of the insidious drivers, especially for children, that we see. So first and foremost, look at the food coloring. Here in America, it's the worst. If you and I were to get on a plane and go to Europe or Switzerland, you'd see that a lot of the food coloring is used from food, right? It's not synthetic, it's natural. So say, for example, beets would give it that red violet color, or turmeric would give it that orange color. Over here, it's a little bit different, and they're used synthetically, and that's a problem. So I would say food coloring is one of the major issues that you're seeing in a lot of these packaged foods. Glyphosate, as you just mentioned, is coming in a lot of these conventional non-organic foods. So say, for example, you have corn chips that are non-organic and corn chips that are organic. The organic label is at least, and it's far from perfect, very far from perfect, at least going to certify to us that no genetically modified organisms are used, or that process isn't used, and glyphosate, the herbicide, the pesticides, the herbicide and pesticide that is pervasive. It's everywhere. And it's a problem. It's a problem. I don't care what anyone says. It is making people sick, and it's been making people sick for a while. It has been expanding in agriculture for many, many years. If you ever, and this will pique everyone's interest, look into, go online and type in the Monsanto papers. These are papers that were released by court order because Monsanto had missed the date. Monsanto Bayer is the company that has developed glyphosate in Roundup. And this is the chemical that is used in everything from wheat to oats to corn to soy to sugar beets. So much of our diet is exposed to this stuff. Now, if you look at online after this, go look at Monsanto papers. What you'll see is a release of these documents. These are emails. These are what we found from Monsanto's private in-house information. Contrary to what they say, now Monsanto has been under so much scrutiny because people who have worked with Roundup, farmers, janitors, have been developing non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. This is a really, really nasty cancer that attacks the lymphatic system, right? So there's giant nodules that are growing throughout the body. The people who are developing non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, Monsanto has consistently said it is not due to Roundup. But when you see these papers, it's obvious. There's emails from the top-down administration not only admitting that Roundup causes non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but they know the mechanism as to how it causes it. This is beyond anything that they publicize. And this is what we found out about the company. We found out that they know that they're causing cancer. They don't care that they're causing cancer. And they actually know the step-by-step process in the body cellularly about how their chemical is causing cancer. It's the most incredible thing that I've ever seen when it comes to a company and a corruption. And this company, Bayer, is putting glyphosate into our food. This is why I say you gotta shop for organic as much as you can, especially if you're getting corn, soy, canola, which I don't even recommend getting canola, sugar beets, wheat, right, oats. All of these things need to be organic. Mm-hmm. Other things like, you can go past, you can get carrots non-organic or lettuce or even spinach. I'd recommend getting more all produce organic, but if you can't afford it, at least get the foods that are sprayed with glyphosate organic.
If you like the short clip, you can catch another one here, or you can catch the full episode right here.